Welcome everybody, this is Jack Acid bringing you a DiRT Showdown demo gameplay run through here from boot to shutdown. This is the new game coming out at the end of May, released by Codemasters, based on the DiRT series. Don't actually know that much about it, but I figured I'd check it out. I was pretty excited when I heard the demo was released. And this is my first video for MreGamersSports, the channel that you're watching. I'm pretty excited to be working with these guys. This is not actually going to be an ongoing series, obviously, given that it's a demo game. But my series will be starting next week, and it will be taking you through an F1 2011 career mode season, so I hope you can check that out. And as you can see here, I'm entering my racer handle, which is pretty par for the course for most DiRT games. And something kind of interesting that you'll see as soon as I'm finishing entering my name here is there's a YouTube account details section below. So that looks kind of interesting. Unfortunately not available here in the demo. But one can reasonably assume that you're going to have the capability of uploading gameplay videos directly to your YouTube account. So that will definitely be a nice feature, assuming that's what it actually is. And here we are walking through the audio name selection list. So I did take the opportunity to go check out the Codemasters website to read what the description for this game is. And it looks like it's going to be an arcade, a more arcade version of DiRT. Looks like there's going to be some destruction derby type things, some races of course, and one thing that it was talking about was a new handling system that is part of a mode where you can run around in stunt parks and do different tricks and things of that nature. So it looks like Codemasters has set up a new network of some kind, RaceNet, it looks like, and I'm assuming that's going to be their website community possibly, might be related to their servers for all their games moving forward. We'll have to wait and see. So here's our main menu here. Looks like Joyride is not available. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Showdown Tour mode. So you can see we've got an event list here. Only option is San Francisco. And here's the cars that we have available. Only one right now, but we'll scan through the options to see what's going to be available in the full release. So I guess it's as good a time as any to mention that I would really love to see Codemasters spend as much time on updating their grid series as much as they spend on the DiRT series. That's just my personal opinion. Alright, taking a quick look at the liveries. Hooker headers. Okay, looks like we've got more options for liveries for the demo, so I'll scan through those as well. Alright, well, when in doubt, hooker headers. How can you go wrong? Alright, so starting off here in San Francisco, I'm not actually sure if there's any real tracks in this game or not. Let's see if we get an establishing shot for San Francisco. Might be able to tell where it's located. And see what the loading time's like. Usually it's pretty minimal. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Alright, here we are. And given the location, that looks like it's in the Presidio area. So, there we have it. So here we are at race start. Gonna see what the controls are like. I am running this on an Xbox 360. I'm sorry I didn't mention that sooner. Just checking out the views here. This appears to be the only other view besides third person I have available right now. Oh, interesting. ADA boost. And you can see in the bottom right corner I have a boost meter as well as a health meter, so that's kind of unique. And so far the car feels a little grippy. Feels like I'm kind of pinned to the ground more than most Codemasters games, but this is being billed as an arcade game, so maybe that's exactly what they had in mind as they were developing it. And this track is a little reminiscent of the stock car track in Grid with the demolition type derby games. Ow! That hurt. And it looks like I didn't take very much damage from that collision, so already the arcade factor coming into play here. And with the nature of these figure 8 tracks, you can see that there's a lot of opportunity. Whoa, very close call there. Almost had someone's radiator for lunch. And oh, look at that. Weak strike was the message. That was for making contact with the car there just to my left, although I did not notice that before. Might have been the first time I made contact with somebody. Oh, there's more contact. And I get a T-bone message. So I'm not exactly sure what those messages mean just yet. You can see as cross traffic comes through here, there's a lot of opportunity for collisions with these figure 8-like configurations. And you can see I try and get through. Oh, there we go. See, somebody nailed me as I was trying to get through, and that knocks me back into P3. And you can see that my health meter is now down to about half because of these incidents. and it looks like my boost meter is incrementally increasing once I stop using it, so that definitely is replenishing. There's a side swipe, and I'm guessing now that those messages are based on me initiating contact with others, because there's definitely no message when someone collides with me, which has happened quite a bit thus far. And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure which mode type this is. Ooh, contact from behind there, but it's going to be too late. Across the line in P1. So interesting little run through here. And see what we got for a post race. Replay not available, send challenged. Let's take a quick look at that. Alright, so this is basically just like a friends list that you can send a challenge to. So that's a pretty typical social challenge component. So there we have it, our first exposure to DiRT Showdown. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what to make of it. It's a little arcadey. I tend to lean more towards sim racers or closer to sim, but the game modes sound interesting enough to me that I'm sure I'll play it once it comes out. And that might be a food for thought idea for this channel, maybe doing a review of it once it comes out. Like I said, next week I will be starting on my F1 2011 season here on MreGamersSports. Oh, and something that I failed to show in the video is that there's actually some upgrade options in the car selection, so that would be the reason to be collecting money, at least the one reason that I know of. There could be more. And here you can see a little bit of a breakdown of the different modes and game types that you can expect in the full release version, which is available at the end of May. And now I'm just going to take a quick look at the rest of the menu here. Not going to try multiplayer just yet, probably not worth it until the full release is out. And so let's take a look at challenges, and looks like more social challenges. And let's see what's under extras here. Driver details, that's probably just profile. Yep. And let's take a look at RaceNet again. Might be something different here. It looks like it might be the same as what we saw when we first signed in. Yeah. It looks like you get 20 grand once you sign up with their website, so that's pretty good incentive out of the gates. And control settings, we'll have to try this with a wheel. I do have a 360 wheel that unfortunately I have nothing to mount it on at the moment, so I don't get a chance to use it as often as I'd like. And let's see, can't look at statistics or achievements unfortunately. So that's going to wrap it up for this demo. Thanks again for watching. Again, I'll hope to see you next week when I start my F1 2011 series, and feel free to check out my channel, which is listed in the description, for a lot more race videos. Thanks again.